Hey everyone, welcome back to the Sunday vlog. I'm super excited to be here today in the studio. Having a little bit more time feels so good. The heavy lift of the show is over, and it's just that wonderful feeling of I get to just do whatever I want. Not that I wasn't before, but just that deadline's gone, so that feels really good. I wanted to share a thought I had in thinking about this show. You know, the whole theme of this show was flourish. And I kept thinking about that and thinking about that when I was making the work, you know, how I could feel just amazing doing this work. And I wanted the work to feel like that. And I see the outcome was really good. Like it did it. It worked. It was good. Making the work felt easy and I just thrived in it. Right. And the reason is because I focused on that, which is sort of obvious, but I see the same thing with people in the Creative Visionary program. When we get people focusing on their art and what they want to make, things shift. The art gets better, but their life gets better. All kinds of things start happening. And I know you understand this because you make art, but the thing that has occurred to me, and it's something that I've learned, is that the reason this works is because when you think of something and I imagine those paintings that I was going to make and how I would feel at the opening, how it would feel to make the paintings, what the customer would feel like when they looked at the work, was this whole idea of flourishing. And because of that, the brain doesn't know the difference between an imagined reality and an actual reality. Like it doesn't care. It creates the same emotions. So I could be really stuck in the work, which happened, and I could focus on how impossibly hard this was, or this is never going to work, or something's not, I'm not good enough. Or instead I focused on the feelings I wanted to have. And that kept my emotional state in a really good place because we have thoughts and those create emotions. The thinking that creates the reality, whether it's here, a real reality or an imagined one, and that creates emotions, and those emotions create how you feel in the day. And then that creates how you are, how you're doing everything. So I just think that's an amazing thing to remember. And like we actually can control so much more about how all this goes down. Not just making art, but making life and all the rest. It's kind of amazing, right? It's so cool. So I'm just sort of highlighting that. What you focus on grows. And we're all in the business of making things, right? And we have to overcome obstacles and our own limiting beliefs of what we can do and can't do. But I think this little idea is so cool. And it's something I've been focusing on for the past couple of years, just really leaning into it. So let me know in the comments, what are you focusing on in your art? Are you focused on like the possibility, or are you sometimes too focused on what the limitations are for you? Because try this. This is free. It's so cool. So let me know in the comments. I think this is so interesting. I am teaching, I teach art with this in mind, and I teach business with this in mind. And it's actually around leadership, because leadership, whether you're speaking of trying to create your life so you can live it in a way that's really works for you, or whether you're working like I do with a lot of people on a team, or you've got a person that helps you, learning all this and applying it in your art, but in your life, in your business, in your physical being, in your relationships, all of it, all those areas. There's like 9 categories. All can have rooms for improvement. All can be, if you think of all of those areas, tracking that and improving the thinking around them really starts making a massive difference in how and what your impact is in the world and what you want and the desires and how to have that happen for you and how to just be in the most joyful place you can be. And so I'm teaching a Art of Leadership retreat in Portugal, and it's coming up in October. It's the first one we've ever done. I'm co-teaching it with my partner, Cherie Healy, who is in the same, and I'm not going to go into all of her details, but she guides leaders and founders of companies and helps people optimize their lives, basically, in all areas. And so I'm so excited. We're going to be doing art there. We're going to be diving in. This is not for everyone, I get it, but it's highly curated and it's small and it's intimate. And we're looking at all of it, every aspect of a person's life, and we're diving into it. It's going to be a very intimate, it's this amazing place called Comporta, Portugal, south of Lisbon. So I get that it's not for everyone, right? And this is different. This is not just art. This is the whole enchilada that we're focused on here. Yes, creativity and art's a big part of this, but the application for this is helpful because it goes, and I encourage, if you're at all interested in what I'm saying, fill out this application, at least look at it. And because there's ways to numerically rate how are you feeling physically? How are your relationships with your friends and family? How do you feel creatively? How is your art business going, right? Where are things, are they 5 and 6s, or are most of them 9s and 10s? It's really clarifying. So anyway, there's a link down below to check that out. I think it's such a cool process to be looking to how to improve all these aspects of ourselves. It's so cool. Oh, I have a podcast coming out this week with Bibi Ginalot. Amazing fun. We did painting. We painted large together. We just talked in the studio, and it's one of those great podcasts where just came together. And actually, this is the thing I made in about an hour, which I've been too afraid to touch. I just really like it. So it was just a big win. So check that out. We video these, so it's really cool to see it, and they're fun to paint along when you listen. So that's coming out on Wednesday. And again, thanks for being here. So appreciate you guys. Okay, hope you get into the studio today. Okay, bye. Hey everyone, if you found this helpful, I have a whole lot more to teach, share, and inspire you with every single week. So join the Art to Life YouTube channel by clicking the subscribe button below. Okay, let's do this. Awesome.